Our government has always been and will continue to be unapologetic.
The sitting began in late February when the government started introducing a suite of 19 bills. Weeks later, the House approved a deficit budget that delivers on an income tax cut. They passed a new law that will make Alberta one of the first provinces to allow healthcare workers and family members to force an adult into involuntary addiction treatment. And by 2027, Alberta will have a no-fault auto insurance system that prevents an injured person from suing in most cases. The government House leader also highlighted foreign trade missions and legal challenges against the federal government to defend the provincial economy.
Our government has always been and will continue to be unapologetic in our fight to protect and promote a strong and sovereign Alberta within a united Canada.
Questions of sovereignty were among the surprises that came this sitting. There were legislative changes the government did not campaign on, including a bill that makes it easier for citizens to force a provincial referendum, something that activists promoting Alberta separation have celebrated. It prompted anger from First Nations leaders who say that a last-minute tweak to the bill still does not protect their treaty rights.
I think this has just opened a Pandora's box of issues and concerns.
One political scientist says it was a move to appease the Premier's political base that now threatens Alberta's economy and trade relationships.
It's clearly gotten away from the Premier, and a couple of amendments to the original proposal is far from sufficient to address all of those questions.
That same bill also reopened the door to corporate and union donations to political parties, eliminated vouching for voters, raised political donation limits, and banned voting tabulators. There was a bill to continue breaking off pieces of Alberta Health Services into new agencies, and another to transition provincial sheriffs into a police agency. And it all happened under the looming shadow of scandal, with the opposition hammering on the government daily to call a public inquiry into allegations of favoritism and irregular health contracting.
Their handpicked CEO and board got fired because they were worried about criminal corruption, which is now being investigated by the RCMP.
The opposition NDP says it was a damaging spring sitting for Albertans.
They're focused on political games and maneuvering in order to try and make their image look better.
The opposition says the government introduced more chaos into the healthcare system and made it easier to sell hospitals to the private sector. The next thing we're watching for, 3 empty seats that need by-elections. We're expecting the Premier to call those by-elections this summer.